Hi, my name is Jamars, and this is my mini documentary about my football life. I started playing football when I was 3.5 years old. I played flag football, and I started playing tackle football when I was 4 years old, and I played for the Roma Wolverines.
What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself accomplishing going to a good D1 school of my choice, doing good in the classroom and on the field. In 10 years, I see myself graduated from college with my degree, and I see myself in the NFL.
What strengths do you think you have that make you a great athlete?
The strengths that make me a great athlete is that I'm humble, I'm dedicated, I'm hungry, and I'm a team player.
How has the past teams that you've been on made you a better player?
The past teams I've been on made me a better player because everybody that was on my team pushed me to be great and to get where I am right now. And most of the people on my team, they have the same goal as me, so I surround myself around a good crowd of people.
Tell me about your most successful season.
My most successful season, I got two of them. My most successful season is when I was 12 years old and I played on the 12 and under division. I played for Miami Garden Chiefs. And another season is when I played for Pasadena Panthers on the 13U division. And that's when I got my first offer from University of Cincinnati.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your Miami Garden Chiefs season.
My Miami Garden Chiefs season was the first year that I got to play on the national stage, play against the top teams and players in the country. And they pushed me to be great and be where I am right now.
Tell me about your West Pines 13U season that you played with Pasadena Panthers.
My 13U season is when I really started getting looked at by colleges. I got offered from the University of Cincinnati, and I had 900 receiving yards that year with 15 touchdowns. And in one game, I took 3 punt returns back, and I had over 100 yards that game.
What does your pregame playlist sound like?
My pregame playlist, I listen to gospel. I listen to Leandria Johnson, Tamala Man, and then when it gets to closer to game time, I listen to the rap music like NBA YoungBoy, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and Rick Ross sometimes.
How would your coaches and teammates describe you?
My coaches would describe me as a team player, a humble kid, and a hard worker on the field, and a respectful player. And my teammates would describe me as a team player, a leader, and a hard worker on the field. I'd like to start off with one of my past coaches.
Coach Jerome. I've known this young man since he was on Pee Wee, 6, 7 years old.
And how would you describe me as a player?
A monster, hard worker, hard-headed, can be very lazy, but once he come out of it, he's a real good player.
What has been your success and struggle with him?
Success probably is just getting him to give everything he got in the tank, to be the kid, the player that I know he could be. The struggle probably was getting him to lock in to being that kid that I know he could be, but he finally got it.
And what advice do you have for young athletes?
Books, books, books. Education, 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 and then athletics. Because when there is no athletics, you always got your education to fall back on. And I tell him and every other kid that I coach the same thing.
This is one of my past coaches, also known as my dad. And how would you describe me as a player?
As a player, one of the things that I would say is, that you being a student of the game, that's kind of what differentiates you from other players. And the reason I say that is because everybody can play the game of football, right? But when you study your craft, that's what's going to separate you from the crowd. basically. So continue to be a student of the game.
And what has been your success and struggles with you?
That's a great question. What has been my success and struggles with you? The success with you is, one of the things we do is we kind of set the foundation with you, which is we agree on what your goals would be at the beginning of the year and just kind of setting expectations. And so when you talk about success, that part, it makes me proud to see you work really hard at your craft and go after your goals, which are your personal goals. And so far, you've been able to achieve those. Struggles. The struggles that I would state with you is, from time to time, you do have a hard time with accepting accountability, right? So life is not about making excuses. It's about being accountable for your actions, recognizing when you made a mistake, owning up to it, and being man enough to accept that and make whatever changes and adjustments so that you can be better and don't make those same mistakes again.
And what's your advice that you have for young athletes?
My advice for young athletes is to be a student first, because being an athlete is not promised to you, right? And I'm a big firm believer of every time you touch the grass or touch the field, you should thank God for putting you in that position to be able to do that. Because to play this game, it's a privilege to play this game, right? You don't have to play this game. And you could be playing it today, and tomorrow it's all going away, right? So be a student athlete first. Make sure that you have a plan outside of football, because again, it's not guaranteed. And I think if you have your plan outside of football and use football as a vehicle to help get you to the next level, you'll be fine.
Thank you.
Listen, what I just said. Go there, yeah. If 5 run your way and he don't get the ball,
let's go over there, ball down. See how they defense set up?
No, he spread it, but he got enough speed. He gone.
There you go.
There you go, baby.
There you go, Dylan. There you go, Dylan. Way to go, Dylan. Hey, that's his brother.
From then to now.